Today, the Kentucky State Fair opens for the first of 11 days of a lot of fun.
Yes, the annual celebration of food, fun, and Kentucky agriculture is celebrating its 120th year. And our Sam Carter is live there at the Expo Center, and you're getting ready for one of the kickoff events of the fair, Sam.
Yeah, it's the Kentucky Proud Cookout Breakfast, and no better person to talk about Kentucky Proud than Jonathan Shell. You are the Commissioner of Agriculture for the entire state. You won your election in November. Congratulations. This is your first fair as Commissioner. How's the experience been thus far?
You know, we've really enjoyed being here over the last couple of days, getting set up. We've got some great employees at the Department of Agriculture that work hard every single day. And we've created a new ag land this year, so if your viewers are used to coming to the state fair, they're going to see something a little bit different, kind of an on-farm experience at the state fair. And our employees have done a great job, whether it's setting up for that or setting up for all of the exhibitions that we have here to showcase what's great about Kentucky agriculture.
Anybody who's been to a grocery store in the past, 10 years has seen that Kentucky Proud sticker, that Kentucky Proud stamp. I want to talk to you a little bit about that. What is Kentucky Proud to you?
Yeah, for me, it's the greatest branding opportunity that we have in the state of Kentucky to really showcase what we mean, not just here in Kentucky to our consumers, but really U.S.-wide and worldwide. When you get Kentucky Proud, that means that you know that you're getting a high-quality, nutritious product, something that's locally grown, locally produced here in Kentucky that's affecting a farm family. That right now at this time of the year, you're talking about affecting a farm family for school supplies and other things for back to school. And it can really make a huge impact, not only in our urban centers in the state of Kentucky, but also in our rural parts of the state. We always talk about the urban-rural divide. A lot of people talk about that.
Sure.
Well, here in agriculture, if it wasn't for Louisville, Lexington, Northern Kentucky, the places that consume what we have, rural Kentucky would dry up. And so we've got to have that partnership, and that's really what we work on a lot of times is how can we help better connect our producers to our consumers and create the greatest value possible for our branding in Kentucky Proud.
To that point, we were just talking about it off camera. We're hearing reports all the time of, quote unquote, progress leading to reduced amounts of farmland. How is Kentucky's farmland doing? And I guess, how is Kentucky's farmland and where are we at?
Yeah, we're losing farmland. We're losing farmers. A lot of it has to do with progress as you're talking about, whether it be subdivisions or solar projects or other things that are coming in, industrial parks. We can do both. We can have progress and we can have and protect our prime farmland. Kentucky Farm Bureau, who's headquartered here in Louisville, is working on farmland transition. How do we do that? What does the policy look like to help ensure that farms stay farms as much as we possibly can? But one of the things that we're doing in agriculture is even though we're losing land and losing farmers, we're increasing how we're doing farming. We have better genetics. We have better practices to where we're increasing the amount of yields and profitability that we can have on fewer amount of acres. And so our farmers are some of the most brilliant people, and we have some of the best here in Kentucky. We've done a great job in building up the commodity. What we've got to do is a better job of the end user, that processor, to create the greatest value possible for those products.
Fifth generation farmer standing right next to me. He's now the Ag Commissioner. Got a whole lot more coming for you from the fair today. We'll see you in a little bit.
Man, Sam, do you smell the bacon and the ham and the eggs yet? Because that's what they're serving up there this morning.
My thing is,
all good.
Sam got out of the ag hall, the exhibition hall.
Oh, I ran.
Quickly.
I ran.
And he didn't milk that cow, which I won't
let
stop.
go.
Yeah, I'm not going to let it go.
So. There are 11 days of the fair.
We might figure something out.
We might figure something out. Okay.
There's so many other things to do, Sam. He could brush the cow.